everyone. What can you expect with your first day at DaDa? My first day definitely did not go how I expected at all, and I'm going to share with you why and what you should expect. All right, so about 24 hours or so before you're scheduled to start, I was scheduled to start on a Monday. I chose to work for 1 hour in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so that's 4 days out of the week. And just like an hour before I go to my full-time job, so it worked out perfect for me. My very first day was today, so I'm recording this right after my time slot for that 1 hour. Now you'll get that email explanation about 24 hours before your class starts. So it'll come from someone other than who your original contact person was. In fact, I had sent a question to my original contact person right after she sent me a similar explanation the end of last week, and I have not heard back from her. I'm not sure if she's just not in or if she's done with my file. So I'll update you guys on that later if I hear back from her in a few days. But the email they sent says this: "Hope this email finds you well. Firstly, we would like to thank you for joining our lovely DaDa family and appreciate your effort during document collection stage as well as probation period. You are able to be bonded with regular students after our comprehensive evaluation, which means you will be arranged more classes than before. Moreover, start to teach one-on-one formal regular student classes. Meanwhile, we would like to remind you about daily attendance record, which might directly affect on the number of your regular students, parents, complaints, and your payments even more. Here are some tips. Number 1, always check the schedule on your DaDa Teacher app. Keep push functions open. Number 2, stand by during working hours. We're going to come back to that standby. We're going to cover that more here in a minute. Pay attention to the pop-up window or any alert sound of the class bookings. Number 3, check in class 10 minutes in advance. In the meantime, double check your device, including internet power, equipment settings. And number 4, be aware of the different time zones." And that pretty much is it. So what all that means is that you should not expect to have a class your first day or two. Now, today was my first day. I was scheduled for 1 hour, which means I could have 2 classes. I had 0 classes, which also means I have 0 pay because you don't get paid for standby anymore. I know that was a 2019 thing. So I essentially spent an hour this morning doing nothing and not earning any money. Now, why is this a good thing? Well, like the email mentioned, it does affect your attendance record. So keep in mind, especially when you're starting out, that you will probably not jump in with both feet and have students right away. They say that they do this to make sure that your attendance is going to be good. I don't really understand or agree with this process, but that is, I guess, the rules. They say they want to see if you show up on time. So the standby button, what does that mean and what is it? In the training material that you watch hours and hours of for 2 days before you're scheduled to start training classes, it doesn't really talk about this standby button. And I don't fully understand it yet, so I'll give you what little information I know. If you know more about it, please give me a comment down below so I can understand it better and so everyone else watching this as well. All right, and I'll cover it more later once I have a full understanding. But the standby button is in the top right underneath your picture on your laptop in the DaDa dashboard. Now, if it's off, they're not going to send you classes for not outside of regular classes. But if it's on, it means you're on standby for impromptu classes. And you can find information about the impromptu classes in the teacher's training material, like the onboarding material. So, but they don't talk about that button specifically. Now, it's my understanding that you don't have to have that button on for your regular classes. You would just click on your time slot and see that you have a student, and click enter classroom. But obviously I didn't have any assigned students for my first day, so I haven't got to practice that yet either. All right. So another thing that is on the dashboard, similar to that email that I read you, it's a little yellow box right at the very bottom of the screen. So this wait and be ready, standby, or gauging your attendance record, whatever you want to call this, counts towards your attendance. And that can count drastically towards your pay as well in the long term. Because if you don't show up or you leave early, you get docked percentages and dollar amounts. Let me see here. The little yellow box at the bottom of the dashboard says, according to your contract, you should wait in front of your computer during contracted hours, even when there is no class or student arranged for you. Otherwise, the system will record you as being absent or late. So they still want you at your computer for your assigned time, even though there's no one there and there's no classes. And there's no one there and there's no classes, but you could get like these impromptu classes apparently. Unless you're brand new like I am and they're just testing to see if you log in and log out on time. So you're supposed to be assigned classes after 1 or 2 days of this waiting time. So we will see on Wednesday. I will make a new video and give you an update on that. So how did I spend that time? I spent that hour reviewing DaDa training materials, getting familiar with the different courses that they have for the kids, stuff like that. I watched a few of their training videos. I, reread that email to double check that I was doing everything right. I checked my lighting. I had some coffee. I ate a biscuit. Those types of things. So definitely have coffee on hand and get ready for your students, but you're not supposed to eat during class. Now, obviously I didn't have a class, and so I had no problem with that. So I hope that is helpful for you guys. I did not personally find any YouTube videos that covered this in regarding to the first day. So I hope that whoever watches these, that you guys don't have unrealistic expectations like I did, I guess, with hoping to have a class right away, getting excited to meet these new students, and getting paid. So I'm guessing, so right now I'm kind of like, kind of disappointed that it didn't go how I was expecting, but my goal for DaDa is to have this as a long-term side hustle. So I'm glad I don't have to have the money right now for this, which is really good. I'm just testing it out, see if I like it, hold it long term. If it works out for me, I think it will. And my girlfriend who does DaDa as well seems to really enjoy it, so that's why I'm sticking with it. And I'm gonna keep trying it out. I'll finish up the contract period and then see how I want to go from there. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.